never too much, never too much, never too.
Question. What if we had social media in the 60s, do you think that we would have any black leaders?
And the black leaders? No, we had no black leaders. But we so picking now. No.
I think that some of our, I think
no.
I think the underground, it would have been more exposure to the underground black leaders. You see what I'm saying? Like I think it would have been more exposure because there's so many other leaders in our culture and our neighborhood that don't get the platform that social media does allow. You see what I'm saying? So like if Malcolm X had a Twitter, like it'd be crazy. You see what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. Like if he had a Twitter versus Big Brother on the block. You know what I mean? I think it's just
they would have Umar his ass. You don't think that they would have found? You don't think that?
I don't think so because what social media does, it gives a disclosure on the followers. See, back then the followers are more visible. We knew who was following who because it was visible. See, with social media followers, you don't know who these followers are, but they will support which because sometimes people like breathe through certain people posts. Like you could come through a post and be like, damn, I needed to see that or I needed to hear that. So it would like spread out the reach a little bit more. But that's based on application. You see what I'm saying? Knowledge is power, but the true power is in the application. So it's how you apply it. It's how you apply these platforms.
Right.
Now, if you utilizing these platforms to whatever the case may be, and you're not authentic in spirit, your destination won't be in progress. You see what I'm saying? But
so
if you
don't think that would have ruined them at all? You don't think that the Martin Luther King sex tape when he had the white lady when they say he was cheating on him? You don't think that these
we not going through this to our cakes.
Listen, look. No bullshit, man. I was sitting right here, right, thinking the same exact shit. I said, yo,
I'm telling you.
I said, yo, all Martin white women would have came out the woodwork like, nah, nigga. When you came through Tuskegee, Alabama, nigga, like we was at the Little Rock Motel. We was at the Little Rock Motel. Yeah, you told me you loved me, nigga. Like now when you get back around Coretta, you want to be brand new, huh? Like, no, nigga. Listen, it would have been tough. It would have been tough. Like, it's tough now.
I disagree because that type of exposure wouldn't even been settled back then. Ain't no white woman going to expose themselves to that degree at that time. Not during that time. They'd be like, you know what?
Social media got a bad way of bringing it out, boy.
Yeah, now
FBI would have put this shit out.
Look, if the clout chase back then was how it is now, where a motherfucker just jump on and
it would have been.
They would have wanted to talk to Mary.
Social media would have went crazy back then, just like now.
Yeah,
and not only that, but listen. Think about what it actually got accomplished. What Malcolm X actually got accomplished for Black America. Did he get anything accomplished?
Hold on, Mr. Rogers, my man. So let me ask this question. Who did a better service for Black America, Malcolm or Martin?
Honestly, that's a good question. And what I'm gonna say is, right,
Malcolm,
better service. I'm gonna say Malcolm. I wonder why I'm gonna say Malcolm because self-love is powerful. That self-love that'll change a generation of people, bro. If you know to love yourself, and I think that alone.
I agree. I felt like
I agree
in today's time, we need Malcolm. We need more Malcolms more than anything. You see what I'm saying? We need more Malcolms just off the strength of self-love. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to love that motherfucker in the mirror. And that's and you know what the biggest you know what the biggest crisis? You know what the biggest crisis in America? You know what the biggest crisis in America is?
What's that?
What?
Identity crisis. Identity crisis. That's the biggest crisis in America right now.
The man in the mirror.
And the reason why that's the biggest identity crisis in America, because we got away from the common denominator of identification, and that's the image and likeness. It's the image and likeness.
Mm-hmm.
Once we remove our image and likeness from the all or whatever you want to call them, yeah, you're gonna have an identity crisis. Yo, I'm him, I'm her, I'm they, I'm them. But you can't say y'all though. You can't say y'all.
Whoa, hold on. Let me say this. Look. Yeah, you know what? I ain't even gonna do that to Murph Stream. I ain't even gonna
Come on, say it.
No, I was gonna say, look, I was gonna say we are not. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking at all 4 squares. Look, we are not. Look, we are not they them. You heard? Like, I just wanted to say that. Look, we are not they them. So they them. No, hell no.
You can't be without the I am. You can't be they them. You can't be they them without the I am. If you're not, if you don't deal with the I am.
And then listen, but another thing,
then there are no days.
If you don't love yourself, you can complain, you can blame. It's always the blame game and the complain game. If you don't love yourself, it always somebody or something else's fault, because you don't know the power you got. If you know you got that power and who you is, and that's stopping
likeness you. Likeness and image. You can't that likeness and image, man. Word is born, man. That motherfucking mirror.
Likeness and image.
You got to love that mirror. Yeah, you got to love that mirror, man.
And then listen, the numbers don't lie now. Since the civil rights movement and since it came into play, Black people have been going backwards.
I agree.
We ain't been going up. We ain't been progressing. We've been deprogressing since then. And that's crazy.
That's
it's the Utopia Project, man. It's the Universe 25.
And you know why? Because of the potential of progress. The potential of progress. Like these people in position, they see any potential of progress, they're gonna stop it immediately and reverse the polarities of progress. You see what I'm saying? Like you can have motion, but that motion could be backwards. Then you got motion. But where you going? It's stagnating.
Facts.
Yeah. You could be running in place.
And I think it's us now.
You could be in the right lane, right? You could be in the right lane, but you'll still get run over if you're just standing there. You're in the right lane.
Yeah.
But you'll get run over if you're just standing there.
Right.
See what's wrong with
you know what?
The problem. Go ahead,
because
I was about to listen. Minister Maki, come out now.
Preach, brother.
Brother was about to come. But Maki Ministries is about to come out tonight.
I want, shout out to Maki Ministries. I want to add something to that, because I was checking out the show the other day, and I wish I could have chimed in, because I feel like as we build, we forget something. And I think that we skipping a step when we talk about unity. I was watching y'all talk about unity, and y'all agree that we need it. I argue that before we unify, before we get together and try to figure this out, we have to, to destroy and rebuild. The first thing that has to happen is individual handling of it. Has to be an individual zeitgeist in the ethers that shows a culture that automatically is programmed to identify shame and pride in that culture, and to always put that first individually, as not even together. Because most people, when you look at the fact that most Latino people, when they were expected to vote Democrat, they did not vote Democrat because they care about family. But as a family, they each handle what they're supposed to handle, and then together can come. But we have to we have to drain the swamp, as Trump would say. We have to get rid of the bullshit, because what will happen is we're gonna call him an agent and say he came in and he ruined everything we built. No, this nigga shouldn't have been here in the first place. Where's our vetting process to stop people like this from coming up? And why are we not raising people to take these places? People right now, there's someone raising a politician. There's someone raising a politician so that they can have their policies. They're not asking. They're going to put this person, he's 10 years old, and they're going to put him in position.
Learn behavior.
Individually, they think this way. It's not they're meeting together and saying, hey, guys, what we going to do? They all think, how can I move myself forward? And by doing that for myself, and when Luch do it for himself, and Dip do it for himself, and Mr. Rogers do it for himself, the statistics go up. We ain't thinking about each other. We don't know each other. We don't meet each other. We don't give a damn about each other. But all of us care about our family, and we do whatever that takes. And that's what moves black people forward. But we won't take the pacifier out of our mouth. We're not willing to give up good for great. So I argue with you, red pill or blue pill. If you could choose, if each of you could choose, if you could say, I'm going to choose the blue pill.
We here to stay, yeah. Black light TV in your play, yeah. Shining truth on it.